CC, CEO, wanna change your life? Come see me, yo. I'ma teach you how to build up wealth for your family, not just for yourself. I'm a bestseller, a house flipper, a businesswoman, a go-getter, a big investor, a goal builder that can teach you to get richer like millions, baby. You really about to fill your savings. You about to have multiple streams to pass your children, baby. Let me teach you to get your credit on track in the long run. You'll make it all back at Catalyst and watch it all psychology black on firm, but we ain't all black.
Man, I was rocking to that, y'all. That sound real good. That sound real nice. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Constance Carter, and I'm live today. Yes, I want to come live to you, and I want to talk to you about a couple of things that's been on my mind. A lot of stuff going on with the interest rates, a lot of stuff going on with the market, and I want to share with you because I think there's some exciting programs that are going on right now that will help you get in position to start investing in real estate. And I'm excited about it. So as you come in, let's just do some housekeeping real quick. Welcome to the Fly Nubian Queen, and welcome to Constance Carter. So, you know, this is a dialogue and not a monologue. Every time I come on here, I want you to talk back to me. I want you to talk black to me. And I want to make sure that you are subscribing and text the words Queens to, oh Lord, do I got it up in here? Oh shoot, I don't have my text. But anyway, make sure you subscribe to the Fly Nubian Queen and make sure you subscribe to I Am Constance Carter everywhere on social media. On Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. I Am Constance Carter, Fly Nubian Queen. And then on Tuesdays through Thursdays, well, 7 days a week, we do Fly Nubian Money, where we talk about all things money, all things black, politics, pop culture, whatever. We do that Monday through Friday. I happen to be on the Fly Nubian Money on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, chopping it up with the ladies, and we have a really good time. So make sure you set your alert for that as well. So hit the subscription button so that you can get alerts every time I go live. All right. Now, please check in, chime in, let me know where you're watching from, because I know that we have people who watch from all over the world. I see Marie, bonjour. Marie, are you from, okay, I hear you. Marie says she's going to watch it later on in the day. But Marie, before you leave out of here and before you watch the replay, where are you watching from? Because I know we have people that watch from across the pond and all over the world and everything in between. So I like to know who I'm talking to. So put in the comments where you're watching from. But lots of exciting things going on with the market. Stock market is kind of going crazy. Real estate market is doing well. And everything is really predicated on what's happening with the economy, with jobs. Okay. Maria lives in France. Yes. Everyone else that's watching, and I'm on like eight different platforms. Where are you guys watching me from? Because I like to talk back to you. So please. All right. What's up, Tanya? See, shout you out, Tanya from New York City. I just happen to be in the DMV, and I got my glasses on today because I want to look real smart, because I want to look like I know what I'm talking about. So I just got these on today because I just try to look smart. So jobs, the job market has decreased. So we're seeing jobs, and so typically when you see inflation happening, then they increase interest rates to curb inflation. You haven't really seen that because people have not stopped spending. People are still spending, even though interest rates are high as shit. Why are they spending? Well, they're spending because they still can. They're spending not because they have the money to spend, but they have the credit. And so what's going to happen is we're going to see a lot of people in credit card troubles, particularly because they have not curbed their spending. There's something that happened after COVID, the thought process for many Americans in terms of being frugal. And I don't know what it is, why people are still spending in the way that they are, but we're still spending. And so it has not helped the economy, and there needs to be a balance. So interest rates have been affected. So interest rates, they were up to like 6 and 7% a lot of the time. Now we're seeing interest rates back down to the 5s. Yes. And that is actually really, really good. That's not bad. It's pretty normal. They haven't been this low in at least 2 years. So the good news is we're seeing rates, a little bit lower, which is, and even higher. 7% was normal. When I bought my house in 1999, 7%, I had an 8.5% interest rate. In the 90s, rates were 13 to 18%. So we're pretty fortunate that we actually have interest rates where they are, as low as they've been, 2%, 3%. Will we see a 2 and 3% interest rate again? I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. it's highly unlikely. So y'all that are holding out for a 2% interest rate because your cousin got a 2% interest rate on her house 5 years ago, it's not likely that you're going to get the same deal. And here's the thing, the housing prices have not dropped, they have not decreased, even with the high interest rates. Houses are still selling. Rates are still higher. People are still moving. People are still buying. So it hasn't even affected the real estate market that much. So, but here's the thing, it's really exciting because even I'm in the market and I'm buying another property right now, and my rates have declined significantly, which I'm super excited about, from when I got in the contract to now. So I'm going to save actually a couple of $100s on my mortgage payment by the time we close because interest rates have decreased. It's a good time to get in. And being that it's getting ready to go into the spring, excuse me, the fall, and folks are they're getting kind of settled for the school year. It typically slows down during that time, just because people are they're not really moving during the fall. However, with the rates going down, I have a feeling that we're going to see a little bit more movement. So there are programs out there, and that's what I want to talk to you about, is some of the programs that are out there that can help you get into a home. Feet Funkerson, are you looking NYC in the house? Ron's in New York too? That's what's up. I see LeVar in Memphis. Okay, we got a couple of, you know what? Let me tell you something which I thought was interesting. I'm from California. Most of the people who follow me used to be from California. I'm living in the East Coast now. Now I guess Cali people don't like me no more. Cali people ain't giving me no love, so I ain't getting no followers from. Most of my followers are on the East Coast now, which is kind of crazy. In any case, Feet Funkerson, I love that name, Feet. Is your feet funky? Feet Funkerson, you're looking to sell your house, and is it a good time to sell? It is absolutely a good time to sell for you. So rates are really competitive now. I'm in Southern Illinois, and I want to sell my home and leave Illinois. All right, Feet. I'm not there, but I can certainly refer you to somebody that I can vet for you so that you can sell your home, and then let me know where you're moving to. And should I call you Feet? He's laughing. Feet is laughing. Should I not call you Feet? But let me know. Shoot me an email at constance@constancecarter.com and let me know, and I can probably help refer you to somebody that's going to take care of you. All right? Good. So there are some really cool programs out there. Of course, there's always down payment assistance programs for you. So if you go to catalystrealestate.com/DPA, catalystrealestate.com. I'm putting it in the comments for all y'all. If you go to catalystrealestate.com/DPA, you'll see where all the down payment assistance programs throughout the country are. So there's tons of down payment assistance programs. There are grant programs that you don't have to pay back. Some of the down payment assistance programs, you do have to pay them back. They are silent seconds, and they're typically not due until the first is paid off. Now, the first is normally paid off by 3 ways. It could be paid off in 30 years when you pay off your loan, if you stay in the house for 30 years. It could be paid off if you sell your house. So if you sell your house today, that silent second will be due today. If you refinance your home today, then that silent second will also be needing to be paid off. So the down payment assistance, the ones that have the silent seconds, they typically will, they'll be on there. They'll be silent until you pay off the first. Okay. Now, free money isn't always free. It does. Down payment assistance doesn't mean that you'll get in the house with. Down payment assistance is not synonymous with no money down. Most of the time, you still have to bring something in. You still have to have some skin in the game. And so you may have to bring a few $1,000s in to close. So just like save as much as you can, but plan to bring something in when you're closing, because the down payment, again, doesn't mean no money down. Also, when you're buying a property, you're going to have inspections. So you got to have your appraisal. You need to have your money for your appraisal. You're going to have your earnest money deposit. How much is required in your area? That depends on, that's negotiated between you and the seller, whatever your earnest money deposit is. And your inspections, if you decide to get inspections, which are optional, but also are always recommended, because if you're investing $3, $4, $5 million in a house, you should get the house inspected so that you know what it is that you're getting into. So there's still fees that are associated with purchasing a house, even if you get a no money down loan. Now, are there no money down assistance programs out there? Yes. There's not a whole lot of no money down programs. There's more down payment assistance, which is a payback loan, and you still have to come in with some money, just not as much. You may not have to come in with 6% out of pocket. You may just be able to come in with 1% out of pocket, but always plan for that. Okay. Again, there are grants that you do not have to pay back. So those are their options for you. Most banks, they have what's called a CRA loan. It's a Community Reinvestment Act that's mandated by the federal government. They require banks like your major banks, your Wells Fargo, your Chase, your Bank of America, they require a certain percentage of their funds to go back into the communities. And so these are communities that are more revitalization communities. So they have these loans, which will get you in typically with 100% financing. So low down payment, low interest rates. So when you're talking to your banks, ask them for CRA, Community Redevelopment Community Reinvestment Act, CRA loans, and those are typically by your commercial banks. Now, it's extremely important that you're very careful when you're dealing with these commercial banks. If you go back and look at some of my videos, I talked last year about how these banks are still getting sued as of 2023 for predatory lending practices. And so they've been sued, they've been fined by the federal government for predatory lending practices. So it's extremely important that you know what you're doing, who you're talking to, because they could be charging you higher fees than they charging everybody else just because you look like me. So when you're going in there and you're seeking these loans, ask questions. I actually am doing a training with Dr. Boyce Watkins called the B1 Real Estate Mastery Program. And I'm going to be taking my students, which is almost cool, which is exciting. I'm going to be taking the students from novices to savvy real estate investors, experts. And so it's a 12-month program, but we'll talk about more how to really get in there and negotiate and figure out and make sure that they're not practicing predatory practices on you because you are you're minority or you're a woman or whatever. So, but there are statistical facts, and I wish I had the video on me. But there are statistical facts that they do practice predatory. They have been fined as of up until 2023, probably in 2024 too. I had made that video in 23, and it was a bunch of them that had gotten sued. So you have those. There are certain banks that I do deal with that have 1% down payment loans. That's for your lower income areas. That's for your lower income borrowers, but 1% down. There are also FHA loans that'll get you 3.5% down. Really good interest rates. And the great thing about it is that the higher your credit score is, the less your closing costs will be, because you will get credits for your closing costs because you have a high interest rate. So when you talk to your lender, you talk to them about what kind of rebate you're going to get on your loan because of your great credit. That's what you really want to focus on when you're talking about getting your credit score increased, is what kind of rebates can you get and what kind of rates are you getting. All lenders aren't created equal. And thankfully, I am licensed. I'm a licensed real estate broker. I have a mortgage company in California. We're also licensed in DC, Maryland, and Virginia, if you're interested in those areas. But all mortgage brokers aren't created equal, and all lenders aren't created equal, because let me tell you, can I tell you a little secret? Most loans, your interest rate is predicated on how much that lender gets paid. So in my business, Catalyst Real Estate Professionals, we were able to always offer the lowest interest rates because we typically do the loans and we do the real estate. We ain't trying to get rich off of loans. Some mortgage brokers are trying to get rich off your loans, and therefore it washes out in what type of interest rate you get. And so your interest rate may be slightly higher because the loan officer is getting compensated a little bit more because they're giving you a higher interest rate. So you need to know what your rights are. And what that looks like. Most consumers don't know. That's the reason why I'm teaching this information in the B1 Real Estate Mastery course that is getting ready to start on the 13th. And it's a year-long program. So these things are important when you're out there, because you want to get the best of the best. But you also need to know how to negotiate. And you also need to know what's important, what's not important. Because most things that most people think are important really aren't, or they're not as important, or they may weigh more heavily on those, like your interest rates. Right? Interest rates are important for sure, because it's about how much money you're paying out in interest. That's extremely important. But sometimes interest rates it depends. It really doesn't matter. So say you're getting a 7% interest rate or 7.125 interest rate. The difference in payment might be $20. So, are you going to haggle over that eighth of a point for a $10? Really, is it really that important? Perhaps you're getting a higher interest rate because you're getting a private money or hard money loan because you're flipping property. Well, that's going to be a 10, 11, 12% interest rate. Yeah, that's high, but if you know how to use it correctly, because I've used those when I was flipping properties. Sometimes I flip properties using hard money loans. Sometimes I flip properties paying cash. But depending on if you're in and out of that loan and you know what your ROI, your return on investment is going to be, maybe that higher interest rate is going to be fine. You're not really haggling on interest rates when you have opportunities to get in and get out, and depending on what your ROI is. So if you're looking at a 30-year loan, yeah, maybe sometimes that interest rate is important. A lot of people who got those 3% loans a few years ago, they don't want to touch them. So now I'm doing a lot of home equity line of credits because people need to pay off some bills. They got equity in their property, and maybe they don't want to touch that 3% interest rate. So now we could pull out some money for your for to pay off your bills from your mortgage, and we're not touching the first, and you could still kind of keep that first. Now you have a second. The benefit of that is that it reduces, if it reduces your overall outgoing expenses, it's not a bad idea. Meaning, say you got $2,000 going out in your other expenses per month, you getting a home equity line of credit and you're paying off all those bills, now that reduces your outgoing expenses maybe to $1,000. Well, that might be worth it to you, right? Even if you were to refinance your home, think about this. I refinanced my home. I had a 3% interest rate before, but now I got a 5% interest rate. Ooh, it looks bad, but I'm saving $2,000 a month in my outgoing expenses. It might be worth it. So you got to look at what works for you. I know a lot of people, a lot of y'all talk at the water cooler, and y'all talk about, what your interest rates are, and you compare different interest rates and things of that nature. And, he who has the lowest interest rate wins. And then you come to your real estate agent, your loan officer, and you're like, yo, I want interest rate that my girl got. Well, she got her loan 3 years ago, and plus her credit score was 800, and yours is 620. So all loans aren't created equal because all buyers aren't created equal. So don't look at your neighbors or your friends and base what they have based upon what you should have, because your shit might not be the same as theirs. So there's so many varying factors that you really need to understand, like the market and all the variables and the nuances, so that you can really understand and become an expert, so that you can make the best decisions. Because a lot of times we're held back in indecision because we just don't know. And one of my good girlfriends said is the most dangerous mother. She said the most. I'm not gonna say she said the most dangerous person out there is an ignorant person who has the power to make decisions. You could lose a whole lot of money. An ignorant person who has the power to make the decisions is a dangerous person, because ignorant meaning they just don't know. And if you don't know, you don't know. But if you're making decisions based upon you not really having the knowledge, it could be extremely dangerous. So that's important. There's also another loan I want to tell you about. It's called a DSCR loan, and that's for investors. And I think that's going to be a game changer for a lot of the people who are in my training class. It's a DSCR loan, the debt service coverage ratio loan, which is a great loan. There's no income requirements on that. You mean you can actually get a loan without having a job? Yeah, you could actually get a loan without having a job, and your credit score doesn't have to be super high. But you do got to have some skin in the game. So you can purchase a property. You got to put 20% down. Your credit score, I think 660 might be the minimum credit score on that. And the only thing that's required of that is that your debt is covered by the payment. So your mortgage and all of your outgoing expenses are covered by the payment. So meaning, if your rental income, say $5,000, and maybe all of your total outgoing expenses for that property is $4,000, and as long as it covers the mortgage and the outgoing expenses, you can get qualified. So that's a great loan. A lot of investors are getting, and I'm putting a lot of people in those loans as well. So you definitely have your options. Now is the best time to invest in real estate. 80% of wealth is generated in this country through real estate. Yay. And so 90% of wealth is passed intergenerationally. And so you want to be able to leave something for your kids, your children, your children's children. Get into the game. Real estate is cyclical. I ain't gonna lie, it goes up and it goes down, but we're looking at it as we're looking at other investments like stock and other investments. They go up and they go down. Right now, the stock market, we're taking a little beat in the stock market. Today, in fact, I just did a session with Dr. Boyce's his prime Black Card members. Dr. Boyce Watkins is actually traveling in Egypt right now, so he had me come sit in and talk to his prime, his Black Card members, and so those were his high investment group. And they were sharing that they took a beating, but they've been making a killing. And so that's the cool thing. And I love the partnership that I have with Boyce, because I am doing this B1 real estate mastery class, which I'm super excited about. Starting on the 13th, I'm going to be training individuals, and we have a good group of people. I'm going to be training individuals on real estate mastery, how to become a real estate master. And the cool thing is, so I saw in Boyce's group today where these people were saying they making $100,000 in stock options. So Boyce is also going to partner with me, and he's going to come in and he's going to help the members as a part of this group, this training. He's going to help you increase your stock portfolio so that you can use it as leverage to purchase your property. I mean, it's a win-win-win all the way around. So you got me on the real estate, you got Boyce on the stock. You cannot lose. And so there's definitely an investment. I'm excited. Zakia, okay, you signed. Oh, yay, Zakia. Yay. Zakia is going to be a part of the group. I'm excited about it, Zakia. Yay. So we did a webinar last week, and we had a ton of people on the webinar, which was exciting, and a lot of people invested in themselves. And so listen, when I teach, and when you are part of whatever it is I'm doing, I go all in. So you're going to learn everything that I know. But here's the thing, I don't know everything. I know some things extremely well. And so the things that I don't know that I want you to learn, I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm not going to keep no information from you. I know people who are experts at a lot of things, and I'm going to bring them in order to share some strategies with you as well. So this dynamic training. You're going to learn shit. Zakia, have you already gotten in the portal? Because I've already got training. So we're starting the class, the live class on the 13th, but you already get in and you're getting training already. So there's some training that, Zakia, I want you and everybody else who signs up for the class to start taking now, because I want you to become familiar with the concepts. And I have about 33 lessons in there. We're going to talk about real estate. We're going to talk about how to build your real estate business, because it's one thing to be an investor, right? So there's people out there making investments, but their tax liability, they have a huge tax liability. They may have legal exposure. Well, if you set it up like a business, then you reduce your tax liability and you reduce your legal exposure. You want to protect your person. So not only am I talking about, just investing in multi-units, we're talking about different types of investing. So you're going to learn every investment strategy. You're going to learn how to deal with and negotiate your deals for sale by owners. You're going to be an expert. So when you talk to a lender, when you talk to a real estate agent, you'll be able to precisely say exactly what it is you want, how to analyze your deal yourself, and how to negotiate, how to go in negotiating based upon the market trends. You're going to learn all of that. And you're going to learn how to set up your business, because that's important. So yeah, you learned about the real estate part, but you need to learn about how to set up your business, how to set up your trust, so that you could pass it seamlessly to your children should something happen to you. So it's much more than just a real estate training. I'm not just teaching you how to go out and buy properties, but I'm teaching you how to create a business, a sound business, because that's what's sustaining. And that's what's going to sustain you, whether what happens with the market. And so you want to be so insulated that even if the market goes down, we know rents never went down. Even though real estate has gone down, rents have never gone down. So in fact, when real estate market goes down, rent goes up because more people become renters. So if you're an investor, that's a great time for you to make money. So you're going to learn all of that. So B1 Real Estate Mastery.com. If you are interested in taking this training with me, and you're interested in riding with me, it's a 12-month program, and you're gonna be with me. It's live, it's interactive. You're going to get to ask questions, but more importantly, it's hands-on. So this is for people who actually want to purchase real estate. You're going to be able to purchase land for a couple. So the idea is for you to get your first property in 90 days. So this is for people who are on the fast track to becoming an investor, who ain't scared to make no money, because you know that scared money, what, don't make money. So these are the people, and again, from a couple $100, we're gonna buy some land so that you can have some land deeds, okay? And then we're gonna go from there. We're gonna buy some properties. And my plan is, oh, I shouldn't tell y'all my plan. Well, I want to put together small groups so that we can practice some collective economics, so that we can buy some blocks. That's the goal. So I have a lot of great plans for us as a collective for the next 12 months, and I'm excited. So this is us. We're gonna ride this together. And if you don't know about me, Google me. I built the largest Black-owned real estate firm in California, and I've helped thousands and thousands of people create their wealth plan and their wealth portfolio. So that's why I'm qualified to do this for you. I've owned properties and Airbnbs and commercial property, single family residences, and so that's what qualifies me. So we're going to make sure that you're good, because the goal is to really build some sustainable wealth through real estate. So let me just recap what I just talked about in terms of different types of loan programs, because yes, it is a good time to buy. It's a great time for you guys to join the B1 Real Estate Mastery Group, because now with rates being what they are, there are options and opportunities out there for you to go out there and grab some things. And perhaps inside this group, because we have a good amount of people in the group, you might find your next JV partnership inside the group, so that you guys can go in together, form a sound, solid partnership agreement. Because I'm gonna show you how to do that too. Because you're gonna make sure this shit is ironclad. Because ain't gonna be no, oh, you said it. No, everything's gonna be in writing. One thing I know, being real estate 22 years, is that you don't have a contract if you don't have nothing in writing. So everything is going to be spelled out clearly, so that everybody who you have a partnership with understands their roles and their responsibilities. Okay, and they cannot breach their contract, and if they do, there's consequences. So that not going into it knowing and taking it serious, and that's extremely important, right? Because we ain't doing no business, we're conducting business, and that's very important as we're going forward, and we're really building true sustainable wealth. I ain't trying to, this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is a slow burn. This is going to get you there, but it's going to keep you there. I can't stand people, and I'm going to get on the soapbox real quick. There are a lot of people out here. I've been doing this, and I've helped thousands of people, and I've been doing this a very long time. And there's people who come in fly by night, who will make you a bunch of lofty promises. Give me 500,000, I'll make you $1 million. I'll make you 10 million. All that stuff. And you see all these people going to jail. They pressing RICO charges on these gurus who promised get rich quick type of opportunities. And so I don't believe in them. I believe in sustainable wealth, not quick wealth. I believe in wealth that's going to stand the test of time. And so that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be teaching you how to build wealth to sustain and last the test of time. That's going to take you, you're going to be able to pass to your children, your children's children. And we're going to be able to do it together, because that African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together. We need to come together and not work in silos, but push each other, so that we're going to find deals together. And that deal you find might not be for you, but it might be for somebody in the group. Like, it's like that type of collaboration that you're going to see. And I'm really clear. I do the Net 7 Collective. The Net 7 Collective, we are on our 4th cohort right now. We're getting ready to start that on August 21st. So if you're a woman or a black woman, if you're a black woman or you know a black woman, that is a collective of women from all over the country that are like-minded, that I'm helping them to increase their net worth by 7 figures. But that's in many different ways, right? So that's real estate, that's other ways as well. But about this, y'all, with the Net 7 Collective, the superpower is in the collaboration. It's not about me teaching necessarily. I'm gonna give you some game. I'm gonna tell you the truth, and I'm gonna make sure that you're protected, and I'm gonna tell you in very bite-sized forms, and it's gonna be extremely simple. Easy don't mean simple, but the true magic is in the collaboration. It's what I know how to create. That's what I know. That's my superpower. That's my genius. Is I know how to create an environment that's safe, that people are able to collaborate. I don't play no mess. I don't do the mess thing. And I believe that synergy comes from the top down. And so if I'm good, the whole squad gonna be good. That's how I built Catalyst. That's why I built the largest black-owned real estate firm in California. I ain't have all that no mess. We nip that in the bud right away because the energy of a group is extremely important. And when you have a group this size, and we'll be breaking it down into smaller groups, but when you have a group this size, it's important that there is a collective engagement and awareness and agreement of the direction that we're going as a group. And so when you do come, I want you to buy in that you're going to play full out, that you're going to be collaborative, that you are going to be community focused, and that you are going to be playing to win, that you're here to make some shmoney, because I'm here to make you some shmoney. All right, Zakia, I'm doing one more after this, one more cohort after this. So I hope you can join us. So y'all, I enjoyed you, but I wanted to tell you about the B1 Real Estate Mastery course. And actually, so we had a webinar on Thursday night, and we had a 50% off discount, and it went until yesterday. So I asked Dr. Boyce's team. I was like, "Yo, I'm sending this information out, and I'm gonna do a live on Monday. Can we at least extend it till Monday night?" So they've extended it to Monday night, tonight at midnight. So if you are interested in taking this training at 50% off the regular price, it's only until tonight, and you have a 14-day money back guarantee. So I'm so confident that you are going to get value. I'm not even worried about it. You're gonna ride with me the whole way, and so for me, it's a win-win that I think that. But that's only if you want to actually do something. Here's what you don't do. Don't take this training if you're not willing to go full out, if you're not willing to collaborate, if you're not willing to be accountable, and if you ain't really willing to make money. I don't want no complainers, and I don't want anybody to come out of this program saying, "They ain't do nothing for me. I ain't learned nothing." Because the only way that you don't learn nothing is if you don't put nothing in. But I only want people who are willing to do the work. Real shit. So B1realestatemmastery.com only for tonight. And if you are interested in the Net 7 Collective, oh my God, book a call with me. Net 7 Collective, dope, amazing. Go to my website, constancecarter.com. I got hella testimonials on there. But let me see if I could find one that's not super duper long. Oh, you know what I could do? Do I got one on? Let me see if I can go to my YouTube. I think I did. I shortened one really. And I'm going to share it with you because I want you to see, it's easy to take my word for it, but I want you to see what other people have to say about it, So I'm logging on right now. I want you to see what other people are saying because, oh, my bad, wrong website. Because it's how they feel about what they were able to get out of it more so than what I could tell you. So of course, other people's Lord. Oh, girl, you crazy. I said .com. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. I'm having a senior moment. And y'all know, did you guys know? I'm 48 years old. Old as shit. Let's see. Is it this one? Okay. Let me show you this quick little video that I got on my YouTube page. Hold on. And you guys go on my YouTube page and check me out. I got all kind of great information and resources and stuff that I try to share with you. But let me just show you real quick. See, senior moment. I'm 48. Hold on. Let me share my screen. All right, cool. Let's go. Net 7 Collective is a 12-week cohort led by me where I'm helping Black women from all over the country increase their net worth by $1 million.
For about the past 3 or 4 years, I've been praying for a business coach. Most successful people have a coach. Coaches have coaches.
I've learned how to purchase land. I've learned how to do overages in real estate. And I even learned some different things with credit that I've gotten my credit cleaned up with my bankruptcy, that I'm almost in my home stretch. doing everything right now and applying it.
The fact that we have been exposed to just folks that are just banging, that are like really doing it. Like, no shit.
I've gotten more out of this than I ever anticipated.
You know, you just never know what you're going to expect. And I'm that person that can't stand all the rah-rah BS. I don't want any rah-rah BS. I want real.
Constance has done an amazing job at placing systems to allow us to.
The Net 7 Collective is a 12-week cohort led by me.
So y'all see, hold on, let me. So it was only a minute. You know, you can only do a minute on Reels, but you get an idea. Go on my website and take a look at the testimonials, because again, I want you to see what it's doing for other people. These women, as a result of going through the Net 7 Collective, have gotten government contracts. Yes, we teach government contracts. They've started businesses. They've started podcasts. They've started speaking. They've started businesses. They've started training courses. They've created communities. So there's just so many things. They started investing in real estate. The young lady on there, she started investing in a hotel. And when she came, she was actually a scholarship program recipient. And her mom had just died, and her husband, her mom had cancer, so she kind of expected it, but it was a devastating blow. And then her husband, 2 weeks later, her husband died of a massive heart attack out the blue. So not only that, she got stuck with 10 kids. I don't want to say stuck. Her mom had 5 foster kids. She had 4, I think. And then she had an older daughter. So she's now by herself, 10 children. So she cleaned up her credit. She had filed bankruptcy as a result, because you're going to learn credit stuff too. But you're going to learn that in the real estate mastery as well. You can learn about your credit, because that's important. That's the foundation of anything. But she got her credit cleaned up, and she's done all these things. So these ladies are killing it. But they're just women who are willing to sacrifice their time to come in, to learn, to share, and to grow. And it's a collaboration, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Say, Sean, thank you. Saying I look pretty for an old lady. I appreciate it. Who's playing? You know, Feet Funkerson. You know that song? That was Tomorrow by Brothers Johnson. I'm a bass player, by the way. Let me show. Hold on a second. Let me show y'all. I'm a bass player. So I love me some Brothers Johnsons. So yeah, that was Brother Johnson. I don't know what SDOVB is. No idea. But in any case, I wanted to let you know about those things as well, because I really believe in these programs that I'm a part of. I don't do anything that I don't believe in. And I really believe in effectuating change in people's lives. And that's my purpose work. And that's what makes me so fulfilled in life, is to be able to help you and help people like you, because God has blessed me. And I've gone through a lot of hardships, y'all. People don't know. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. If you read my book, The Secret to Breaking the Broke Code, I was raised in a house with 19 Negroes, 3-bedroom home for my family of 5. I was not born with a silver spoon in my mouth. My parents were just good about telling me I could do anything I wanted to, and they told me I was smart. Wasn't the smartest. They told me I was smart, and I believed it. And my auntie told me in Sunday school when I was 7 years old, she said, you could do anything you want, because God loves you the same as he loves everybody else. And I remember looking up at her and I said, even the president of the United States? And she said, even the president of the United States. And so from that, for me, her telling me that, it showed me that I could have anything that I wanted to, because God loved me the same as he loved everybody else. And so if God loves me the same as he loves the president of the United States, surely if he has whatever, I could have whatever as well. And so I just had this belief in myself that I could do certain things. Your mindset is 90% of it. So you having the belief that you can do it is what makes you be able to do it. But now you got to put the faith into it too. You got to put the works into it too, because faith with no works is dead. So investing now, I've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in myself. I've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in myself, because I don't have a formal education. So I've had to do that on my own and just kind of figure some shit. I curse and love Jesus. I'm sorry. I had to figure some things out, because I just didn't know, and you don't know what you don't know. And some of my Knowledge has come from experience of winning and losing. And I've lost a lot, bankruptcy, 379 credit score, foreclosure, short sales, all of that. And it's also come into the form of winning. I own a marijuana dispensary. I'm an investor. So I've made more money than I've lost, but I have always been willing to bet on myself because I know that I'm my biggest commodity and my biggest investment. So that's extremely important, that mindset that you have to want to change your life. It has to be there, because if that ain't there, ain't nothing else gonna happen. Yo, hustle, I don't care how much hustle you got and everything else you got in that 9 to 5 over there. If the mindset over here in making yourself financially free ain't there, it's not gonna happen. So so it's extremely important that we are very clear about our intentions, and then we got to put the time, effort, energy, and the investment into it. And so I want to encourage you. So if you are interested in the Net 7 Collective, you can go to bookwithconstance.com. I'm taking calls this week only, because our cohort starts on the 21st. And so we're almost full. We actually got a couple of spots left, but we got a pretty good group of women that I'm really excited about working with. And so you being a part of that is going to be a game changer for you. And everybody has the expectation that this is going to change their lives. And you know what? Because they have that expectation, it will. And I'm going to give them everything. I'm going to give them everything I got. Same with the B1 Real Estate Mastery. So y'all, listen. Y'all done hung on here with me. You guys have just sat down here and listened to me flap my jaws, and I appreciate it. So if you're interested in either of the programs, go to bookwithconstance.com. I'm typing at the same time. Go to bookwithconstance.com. And then if you are interested in the B1 Real Estate Mastery Group, Mastery Training, and that's so the Net 7 Collective is 12 weeks. You get me for 12 weeks, but you also get me for a lifetime. So we have our alumni call once a month, and we have all the ladies from all the cohorts on the call, and it's magical, just like our meetings. And then if you are interested in the B1 Mastery, you got me for 12 months. You got me and a bunch of other people that we're going to be family for 12 months. All right. So thank you. Go to B1 Real Estate Mastery if you want to hang out with me for the next 12 months and learn some real good shit about real estate and become rich in real estate. Or you can go to where's she at? bookwithconstance.com to schedule some time to meet with me about the Net 7 Collective. I love you guys. I for real do in real life. Take care and God bless.